Okay, I'm Tom, this is Ed, and this is Dan. We're going to talk to you about Burnham United and our action plan for the next 3 years.
This is some background information on the club. As you can see, the club has 3 senior teams at the moment. The club has also recently set up a veterans team which caters for the older generation if they wish to carry on playing. Dan and Tom will hand out a leaflet outlining our goals for our sport development plan.
Okay, the clubhouse was recently refurbished last year, which cost the club £250,000. This was around 5 years of saving in order to do this. As you can see, this is a picture of it. If you've been in there before, you realise it's a massive change to what it was. There's 4 bar volunteers. There's 2 on each weeknight, and on a busy weekend, we're putting 4 people on the bar. As the volunteers, it's helping us to save money, and the volunteers are coming from all the parents where kids play at the club. The clubs that run throughout the week, such as school kids can come in and trade like Pokemon cards, and also the older generation hire it out for card games. Some of these we charge for rent, which is £25 per hour, and others we just give it to people as the council give us the ground, so we give it out for free. It's also available to hire. So last year the total bar's income was £67,000. Around 11% of this was because of children's parties and local groups and clubs hiring out.
We've done a SWOT analysis which stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. Some of the strengths are the location is right in the centre of Burnham, so it's by houses and it's by the main road, so it's not hard to miss. Even kids can cycle there on their own from their houses. We've got a lot of qualified coaches. I think the first team manager is level 2, which is quite good for us. The facilities, which Tom's already gone over, we've got new change rooms as well, which is quite big. Social events, we've got quite a few events going on, and the bar as well, which brings in a lot of people. Our weaknesses, small elite group. There's only about 50 members, so we're trying to get quite a lot more people coming in. And if you go there on a Friday, you probably see the same people in the bar every Friday. So we're trying to get people to come in more on, not just on Saturdays. No security overnight. I don't think there's any CCTV, so anybody could come and bash the place up. Council-owned pitch, so they call the games off. We can't call our own games off. So if the council shut all the pitches, then we can't play our games. There's no 3G Astro, so if it rains, we can't just go and play on the Astro. And we'll talk about that future on. Threats, it's open to the public, so anybody could go play on our goals. They can get wrecked. We've had goals ruined before, and also the pitch has been ruined by people playing on it before games.
Our sport development plan is looking at a 3-year cycle. Some of our main aims, which we'll be expanding on throughout the presentation, are increasing the membership overall by 10%. We're looking to bring in females into the club, because there currently is none. We want to hopefully have 2 junior girls teams and 1 senior ladies teams. And a big aim is to introduce a 3G pitch to the club.
We aim to increase our membership by 10%. We aim to work with schools and colleges, which will provide free sessions. Hopefully that will get in some players to the club. We're aiming to go there once a month, maybe try and get in there more than that. These will be free taster sessions, so we won't charge the schools. So hopefully once the kids start coming to us, then we'll get some money from that. We'll do some open days, which will be free taster sessions again from our coaches. We'll have barbecues and things for the family to do this way. Everyone will know that the club's nice and friendly, anybody's welcome.
Okay, increasing the number of youth players in the senior team. Basically, we are trying to get more of the under-16s to come and sign on straight away to the senior team. And by doing this, we're going to get the under-16s manager to invite the entire team along to a senior night. And this is where there'll be like a quiz, go out for meals, just basically get to know the manager and the team. We're also going to run free training sessions, so the under-16s can go along to the senior session, and as well as giving them a taste of what it's like, this is making the community more active. If you were a member of the under-16s and you move straight into the seniors, there's a reduced signing on fee by 10%, meaning that it's costing you £31.50 as opposed to 35. And also there'll be 50p off of every match for the first season. Also, every member that signs on from the under-16s gets a free training.
As we said, one of our main aims for the club is to introduce a 3G pitch. Currently, the first team pitch runs along here, and we're looking to, with government funding, have a 3G pitch a bit closer to the change rooms. This will, guidelines for moving up the leagues, you need your pitch and change rooms to be a certain distance apart, so a new 3G pitch will allow this. 3G pitches will cost a lot, so government funding will be essential. So we're going to work alongside the government's latest strategy, which is Sporting Future. They look to target older people as well as women and girls. So we will run community events such as like over 50s to get older people involved, maybe girls' open days, etc. and that. And a key benefit with the 3G pitches, for like Dan said, we will then own the pitch. Games will always be on throughout the winter. We can train on the pitch, we can bring other teams in if they want to train, we can hire out, raise income, and just generally better facilities for the whole football club.
We aim to send all our new coaches on FA Level 1s courses. If they pass that and they want to continue, then we'll send them on Level 2. The club will pay for these, but if they leave before a year, and they'll have to pay for it themselves. This ties in well with the government as they aim for all local clubs to have qualified coaches. We won't let anybody do our coaching without safeguarding and first aid, so we'll send them on those courses, and the club will pay for them as well. Fundraising and funding. Our main sponsor is Fusion Leisure Centre. They help the club out by working closely with us at Pursuit of Success. They also let us with a membership. When you sign on, they let us go into the gym in there. They put on classes in the week in their little rooms. We have other sponsors around the local area. If you sponsor the club, you get a board around the pitch, which is put out on match days, which then advertises your company and promotes their business. Our fundraiser aims are to put on as many events as possible. So far we have events like hiring out the clubhouse for wakes, christenings and other social events. Charity football games, whether that be old players coming back, maybe coaches versus kids games. And we've got bag packing for juniors as well, which most juniors do, which brings money in for the club as well.
To achieve a 10% rise in memberships, we believe that the best way is to improve the schooling. In the Burnham-on-Sea area, there are 7 primary schools and 1 large secondary school. So we will send coaches, the club will send coaches into the schools and run taster sessions. They will be voluntary, so it will cost the club nothing, but we'll look to bring in juniors into the club, which will then progress onto the seniors. The sessions will be enjoyable, fun, just to basically get the children's interest, get them in, and then if the children do directly join the club from a taster session led at the school, they will have discounted memberships.
Okay, increase in female participation. There's currently no female teams. There was 5 years ago. However, they folded due to basically the entire team didn't sign on for the following season. According to the Active People Survey 10, Sport England have said that at least 29,900 people have played football each year. So there's no reason why we can't get a female football team. The figures are there. They're very encouraging for the club. The club has been semi-inspired by This Girl Can. So we're going to go into schools, creating school links, and have girl-only sessions for tasters. And we're going to run open days at the club where any girl can turn up. And we're also going to run officiating days. We're yet to hear back from the FA for a date, but it looks promising that we can have a day when they come in and run courses for anyone who wants to be a referee, or if they don't want the qualification, they can just learn how to be a referee.
Yeah, and over the course of our 3-year plan, we will do regular assessments of how the club is developing. Overall, we will measure our success on these main outcomes: improved level of football throughout the club, a sustainable income, competitive female teams, community involvement, and improved facilities. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much for listening.
Any questions?
Yeah. Speak about your bar. Is it like 67,000?
Yeah.
But like, you surely can't run a club off of that. So like, how much should like players' memberships and stuff like that?
So the players' membership was, I think it's £15, is it, for if you're in the 16s?
Yeah.
And then £35 for senior, as I said, and then 10% off if you come straight up from the seniors.
What about like match day fees or anything like that?
Match day fees is £5 a time, 50p off when you're in the senior team if you come straight up from the under 16s.
I have a question. You said the volunteers run the bar. What if they leave or have better things to do? What's your plan then?
The other secretary that sometimes runs the bar when there's no one there.
Yeah.
There was looking at offering up jobs, putting in for people to actually get paid.
Yeah.
So we're probably not doing that as well.
Yeah, obviously at the moment where we're starting off, the volunteers are helping us out, but if the club continues to grow, then you have to look to employ people.
And we're not just using them for the sake of the bar, you know, they get free drinks and there's a couple of extra perks that they get by working behind the bar for free.
With the measurement of success, is it all of them covered from 2016 to 2019, or have they got shorter time periods for some of them that might not take
Well,
that
yeah,
long to?
obviously if we can start up a girls team within 6 months, if we get enough people from the schools, then yeah, we'll start a team as soon as we can. But over the 3 years, they're our main outcomes, and that's what it will be measured on at the end. But yeah, we will do regular assessments, and hopefully we get to those goals quicker.
Tick them off our list if they're done.
I've got another one. Yeah. Sorry, so there's no security there, and it's open to the public, so you have to keep having to replace goals and stuff, and so obviously it's quite expensive, so what do you plan to do about that?
Well, like say, as hopefully more and more income will be generated, so that is obviously quite a key thing. No security is not the best thing. So security will be prioritised, and CCTV, and
We've got places where we can put goals as well, but we haven't got the goals with the wheels on to do that yet.
The council also, since owned by them, they also contribute towards the funding of the goals.
So in your SWOT analysis, you highlighted a number of threats. What have you put in your development plan to overcome these?
Yeah, so open to the public is when the goals keep getting damaged and stuff like that. So we're going to, like Dan said, fund and hopefully increase our income so we can put the goals away, chain them up. And that was for that one. Other clubs as
well,
well.
yeah, there is 2 other senior sites locally, and with the new clubhouse, Burnham definitely has the best facilities and that, and then we know that the other clubs don't go into schools, they haven't got any school links, so if we can get these school links up and running, then hopefully players should come Burnham's way rather than theirs way, which will be increasing the participation, taking them away hopefully from there.
Okay, good. And then one further question: how would you know if your plan is successful?
Well, let's say we have got our goals and our outcomes, so we are working towards them. Let's say participation is one of our main ones, so we will regularly check the numbers. Hopefully that they should be rising.
Do you have targets, membership targets?
An overall increase of 10%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There we go.
Well done.